This is a box kit from our friends at Practical Publishing. This is featuring Tonic Studios. And because this is box kits, it comes in a box. This is number 13. My goodness, they are a prolific group. And in this box, you will get a magazine that's going to have all the projects, or most of the projects, are going to be using the contents that come. Now, what you get in this one is, to begin with, you get this 6-in-1 stencil. Now, the reason why it's called that way is that each of these pieces can be used separately. And there you go, you can see the 6 different designs. In addition, there are 13 little stamps, all with, well, most of them with greetings, and they're really related to all year. As you can see, the stencil is, there's snowflakes, but there's also berries there's flowers, different flowers, and so it is really meant to be a year round. It's you make me smile, thanks a bunch, sending you sympathy, so much, all my. And then there's also a 14-piece cutting die set, and this has a wreath as well as just for you, and then some other little pieces which I'll show you as we move on through. So 14 dies, 13 stamps, and a 6-in-1 stencil. That's all going to come in very handy. And let's go into the magazine and give you some things that caught my eye. And we'll start right here. So this again just shows you everything. And there is the cutting die. There is just for you, with love, butterflies, flowers, just works nicely. There are also papers in here, and I've got them tagged, so when we get there I will show you. And here we go. So this is doing hints and tips of creating that wreath and doing a layered background so that you can create the die cut and then a mat around it. Here is how to use that stencil, so nice to have all of that information up front. And then we get into how to use them. Now, the idea of this set is, I said, to be all seasons. So there you get a very spring and summer look. And we'll get further into here. Here are some different things you can do with the stamps and becoming really a strong focal. There's the die cut, or the cutting die, but it's really muted back, so you can also do that. This is an advertisement of a kit that we also carry, and so that's available now. Let's go into doing a window. So you kind of get the idea. You see it flat here, but when it opens, this part has evacuated and you can see the wreath on the inside as well as on the outside. So that's a nice look. And here we have the idea is that gifts, and I think I skipped something. Yes, I did. Here we go. Okay, so Build Me Up Buttercup, that's cute. So you can see how this is a very different look for a very different season. Very nice. Now we have this, a gift off, as you can see. Very clever. And then we go, this is called Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Well, these are going to become shaker cards, and doesn't that look nice? And again, it's really nice to see the different looks that you can get. And we have some step-by-step photos just showing you how that was created. And these are, they're calling them finishing touches. Now, this could be a tag if you wanted to, or it can go onto a card or onto a page. So that's a good idea. You can see some stenciling was done around it. This is on the pattern paper that I am getting to. It is in here. And here we have some other looks, some different styles of cards. Isn't that striking, just using part of the wreath and cutting it? I thought that was really nice. Now, okay, now we're at the papers. Now for the papers, there are 10 double-sided papers, and I'll show them each to you. You're going to get 2 each of the 5 I'm going to show you, and they are double-sided. And then there are a total of 98 cutouts. So let me show you these. And what you have is 2 sheets of each thing, of everything I'm showing you. One side has this artwork, the back side has different artwork. So because you get 2 of each, and you decide maybe you want to use 2 of all of these, or maybe you want 1 each of this side and 1 each of that side, or mix and match, you certainly have that choice. So that works very nicely, and as you can see, they cover the entire A4 size. And then we're back to the first one, so you get 2 of each one. Now, this is going into party time, and I thought it was just really interesting to see over here how the stencil has been used and the wreath have been used in many different elements. This happens to be for a wedding. However, it could be for anything, or it just could be for cards or pages. So, but it's nice ideas, and it's fun to see the different color schemes. These are masculine looks, and I really appreciate that they're doing that more often in the magazines, certainly in the box kits. So you can see very masculine look for that, doing a modified easel card. And this is doing some coloring, just some very simple looks. You can do this with the Cosmic Shimmer products, and that will have a good look too. Okay, now this is a Wreath Design. Again, this is a shaker card, just like I showed you earlier. And here we have some other looks with love just for you, going into the blues, very striking. And more. Have yourself a Merry Christmas, so turning that wreath and really highlighting the berries in it. And more right here with almost a slimline card. And then we have Blooming Lovely. So again, this is playing with the stencils as well as the shape as that cutting die, and more when you can see right here. And it's just a very nice set. So lots of ideas. Nice to have the papers, the stencil, the dies, and the stamp all together in one package, and so useful for all year round. Just great.